I wasted months and lost over $10,000 before I learned this. Right guys, welcome back to the channel. So this video is going to be interesting. I'm going to be talking about how I kept losing money trading. I just kept losing it. Every single trade I took, my account will go down. It wouldn't grow, it would just go sideways. This is just an example of one of the losses that I took. In a single day, right? $3,000. Now it doesn't mean that much to lose that much in a day, but back then it was a very big deal. And I just kept losing money no matter what strategy I tried or no matter what I did. I just kept failing. And now thankfully I'm at a point where I can make profitable trades consistently. And so in this video I'm explaining the trick, the thing that I changed, which allowed me to go from losing a crap ton of money every single day to finally steadily growing my account. Because what happens is you might get to a point where your account is just kind of stagnating, going down. You win some a little bit, then you lose it back. Your account just stagnating. You want to get to a point where it's like healthy. It's growing up. Obviously you can have losses, but then you make back the loss, you continue going up. Lost again, you make back the loss, you continue going up. That is what we want. And in this video, I explain how I managed to do that. So before that, let's look at the performance for 2025. So far using the strategy, I've made over $1.3 million in 2025, which is crazy. This is the most I've ever made in a single year, and the year's not even over. And it's very interesting to see on the graph, like from January to about August, we're kind of going at this speed. And then over here, I made this one switch, and you can see my profits literally immediately skyrocketed upwards. And now we're going at this trajectory. So keep watching till the end to figure out what I did. So the goal of today's video is to teach the shift that I made, which stopped my losses. That's the key thing, stop my losses. Because I feel like a lot of you guys, you make wins sometimes, but you keep losing and your account just keeps going down and down and down. We need to stop the losses. It's kind of like bleeding, right? If you get like a massive cut somewhere, the first thing to do is to stop the bleeding, right? We need to stop the bleeding first, and then we can think about, okay, how do we start making money? And there's four main things to this. So the first thing is, you don't need a PhD to understand this stuff. I feel like a lot of the reasons people lose a lot of money in the market is because they overcomplicate everything and they don't actually know what they're doing. Like, it sounds fancy to know all these big terms, but do you actually know what it means? Probably not, and therefore you're not going to make much money. I truly believe the people that make the most money trading are the ones that trade literally the simplest strategy. So first things first, if you're doing anything like this, if you're watching these videos and you're copying this stuff, you need to stop like right now. This is exactly what I used to do, and this used to lose me so much money. I would go to YouTube and I would search up best trading view indicator combination for maximum profits. And then I see videos like this where it's like he searches up indicators on TradingView. He adds one, he configures the settings, he adds another one, configures the settings, adds another one, configures the settings, and then says, hey guys, when this one shows you a green signal, and this one is above the EMA, and this one is this, whatever, then you buy. And when this happens, then you sell. I can guarantee you, whatever you want me to guarantee you, this will not make you any money. Think about it logically. What are the chances that some indicator made by some bozo that like 20 people in the world know that it even exists? What are the chances that using that indicator in combination with this indicator, in combination with this indicator, will make you money in the markets? Zero chances. Literally zero chances. You will just end up losing money. There's no magical indicator that tells you to buy at the bottom and sell at the top, buy at the bottom, sell. It just doesn't exist. So you want to completely avoid this. What you need is a strategy. Once you have a strategy with an edge, that is what's going to make you money, not these stupid indicators. The next thing I always get asked is, does this work with crypto and Forex and gold and stocks, blah, blah, blah? The short answer is no, it doesn't work for crypto and it doesn't work for Forex or gold, whatever. This only works with stocks. But there's a couple of reasons why that's a good thing and why you should trade stocks. There's three main reasons. The first reason is it's super accessible. Crypto especially, like nowadays, it's like hard to open exchanges in certain countries and there's so many laws and you try to withdraw your profits, it doesn't work. It's super dodgy. Forex as well, you need a lot of leverage, right? You can't make money in Forex with zero leverage. You need leverage, right? Stocks, it's like, you just need a broker. It's accessible everywhere. Stocks are also extremely volatile. If you're trading the right type of stock at the right time of day, it's extremely volatile, right? And there's no special knowledge required. Like Forex, you need to know what pips are, crypto, blockchain, all this garbage. Stocks is so simple. You're literally buying shares in a company. So now let's talk about the big mistake that I made. So this loss, you can see this almost $3,000 loss on the screen. I can still remember I bought it right over here. So this is when I bought the stock. And you can see it kind of went sideways, dipped down a little bit, kind of went sideways, and then boom, we had that massive dip down. And this is where I sold and I lost like $3,000. Now, the problem with my strategy was I was looking at these stupid YouTube videos where these clowns would tell me, hey, pair this indicator with this indicator and you'll make a lot of money. And then I would just end up losing a crap ton of money like this. That is not what you should do. I had one simple mindset shift that allowed me to finally become profitable. And this is exactly what it was. I went from this, right? Looking at the stock from this to this. This is the exact same stock. I simply changed it from, instead of trading the stock when it's in a downtrend or a consolidation, to actually trade the stock when it's in an uptrend. This is like the biggest mindset shift that you're ever gonna have. And I know some of you guys are gonna be like, oh, that's underwhelming. I thought you were gonna say this is this. I swear, if you can master this one thing, you're good to go. You never need to watch another one of these how to trade videos ever, because like this is all you need. Because the indicator will tell you to buy over here, right? The indicator will say, hey, here's the perfect time to buy, and then you lose a bunch of money. This is not when you should be trading. You shouldn't be trading roughly from this line forward, because the stock, you see what I mean? Like, look how clear it is when the line's on the screen. Anything past this is garbage. Like, we're not gonna make any money. Anything before this is amazing because the stock's just rallying upwards. If you can put it in your brain where it's like, I need to trade stocks that are in an uptrend, that are going up, that have a reason for going up, that are strong, that have momentum, you're good to go. So now with this mindset in mind, let me explain to you what I do every single day. When I sit down on my laptop in the morning, what do I do every single day? So the first thing is, let's say it's like 9:15 a.m., right? Market's about to open in 15 minutes. What do? The first thing I do is I find gappers. How do you do this? It's very simple. You go to a stock screener. The one I use is the one on TradingView. You can use whatever you want. And you want to sort the scanner by gap percentage, like this over here. What you will end up finding is you have a lot of these stocks that are gapping up, right? I have a list of them over here. If you can have this like 15 minutes before the market opens, you're good to go. You're literally good to go. The next thing I do, once I have this list, is I find if there's any news. So I look at all of these stocks, I click them, right? And the stock chart pops up, I can see the stock. And I click through each and every single one of them. I keep clicking through them and I try and figure out if there's any news. So on this specific day, I found that this company, 10 Holdings, whatever the name of the company is, and this company, they had some news where they deliver advanced enterprise communication, blah, 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 to whatever, right? The point is they have some news. What is the news? It doesn't matter too much. If they have news, that's the main point. And you can see that specific day, this stock, as soon as the news came out, it surged immediately, right? Pulled back for a little bit, surged again, pulled back for a little bit, surged again. So immediately when the news came out, you can see the stock surged up, right? This is perfect. It shows me that the stock, most importantly, is in an uptrend, which is the exact thing we talked about. It's going up, it's moving up. There's momentum, there's volume that's backing up the move. This is perfect. So the next question you might have is, should I read the news? Like, should I pull up this headline and read the entire 5 pages of news? And the answer is no. And it's no for a couple of reasons. The first reason is it takes way too long. If you sit there for 20 minutes, copy paste the entire thing into ChatGPT, say it, hey, tell me if this is good news or not, and do all this garbage, it's just gonna take too long. Because imagine you have 10 gappers and you have to do it for 10 gappers. It's gonna take forever. The second thing is it's sometimes very difficult to understand. If we look at this article over here, what does this tell us? Pause it, read it, and tell me what it means. I have no idea what it means. What is advanced enterprise communication technology? What does that even mean, right? So it's gonna take forever, and on top of that, you're not gonna understand anything. And the third thing is, quite frankly, it doesn't even matter. If you look at the stock price, literally as soon as the news came out, it started surging upwards. that clearly tells you the news was good. Before we move on, guys, quick heads up. I have my free trading bundle. It includes a free course. It has 3 ebooks inside, a trade tracker so you can like track all your trades. You can input the price you entered, exited, all that stuff. It's really useful. And there's also a gift inside at the end for the people who actually get it. If you do want it, link in description. Again, it's completely free. All right, so the next thing we'll talk about is what time frame is the best. What time frame should we use? So for example, I have 2 time frames on screen, and these are showing the exact same price on the exact same candle. So we can see over here we have the 5-minute time frame, right? The price opens at this level, it goes up and down, blah blah blah, and it closes at this level, right? Then the same exact candle we have on the 1-minute time frame. We can see that it opens at the exact same price and it closes at the exact same price. But what's the difference? The difference is we have a lot more detail on the 1-minute candle, right? So we have more potential entries on the 1-minute candle. On the 5-minute candle, you don't have the entries. How do you enter on a 5-minute candle? Doesn't make any sense. On the 1-minute time frame, you can see we have like a dip, right? So that's a potential entry on this candle over here, right? So it gives you more detail. So just simply use the 1-minute time frame because you get more information and you get more entry potentials. So let's tie this all together, right? So market is about to open, 9:30 a.m. We have to wait for the pattern. This is what I do. As soon as market opens, I just wait for the pattern. So what pattern do I use? Is the one on screen, and it's called the bull flag. This is literally the best pattern. I don't care what anybody says. I literally don't care. I'm not going to debate you. This is the best pattern. And this is the way it works. We have an initial surge in price. Why do we have an initial surge in price? Because the stock is in an uptrend. Remember? Then we have a little pullback over here. So we have 2 candles. The stock kind of goes down. And then we have another surge over here. That's simply what the bull flag is. Price goes up, dips for a little bit, we buy the dip, then it goes back up. Now, where do you want to enter specifically? Specifically, you want to enter when this candle over here breaks the previous one's high, because that shows that now we're changing momentum. So the high of this candle is this line over here, and as soon as we break this level over here on this green candle, we want to click the buy button. So right about here, we want to click the buy button. Shoots up, pulls back, shoots up, and then as soon as we see some resistance, that's when we want to sell. That's like literally the whole pattern. So let's put this into practice, right? These are just an example of 2 stocks when market opens, right? This one we can see opens, it dips down, goes up, dips down, whatever. We're not going to be trading this because it's in a downtrend. Whereas the one on the right, you can see it opens, it surges up, and we have a little dip, right? You see that little dip? This is perfect. It's in an uptrend, so we want to purchase it. If we see that the next candle opens, it breaks the high like this, kind of like this, we want to enter right over there and then hopefully just keep surging up and up and up, and we want to sell when we see some resistance. So once we see the pattern, the next thing to do is obviously to buy. So let's hop on the chart and I'll explain to you exactly when I entered and then when I exited. Let's go through. All right, guys, now we're on the stock chart of the same stock we were talking about, and I'm about to play it on the replay mode minute by minute. So let's see what happens. So the market opens and we see it's already surging up. So it surges up. Then we see a little dip over here, right? This is perfect. All I need to wait for is the next candle to open, beat the previous one's high, which is right over here. And as soon as it beats the high, I'm going to enter. So let's see what the next candle does. Opens, boom. It beats the high. This is my entry point right over here. Surges upwards. This is perfect. I'm going to keep holding. Let's see what happens. Next candle surges upwards again, right? Next candle surges upwards. Now we see a bit of a topping tail, right? So we can start to see that there's some resistance. Next candle dumps. So on this candle right over here, I sold for 15% gain. 15%. And it took me like 3 minutes, right? Now as a bonus, I'll show you some of my other entries. So same thing. We see a dip over here. Exact same thing, bull flag, right? We see a dip. All I'm waiting for is the next candle to make a new high. Let's see what happens. Next candle, boom, makes a new high. So I enter roughly over here. Let's see what. Let's play the trade out. Let's see what happens. Another dip, squeezes up. Another dip, squeezes up right over there. I see some resistance. I sell. This is literally what I do every single day. I'm just buying the dip. Stock's going up, dips, I buy. Stock goes up, dips, I buy. And I just keep repeating it every single day. And this stock actually ended up going up a lot for the rest of the day. So from all of my trades combined, I made over $33,000 from this trade. So now you know my simple, profitable strategy that I use every day. But if you're anything like me when I started, I would watch a video and then when I went to apply it to the real markets, it would be super difficult. So if you want a personalized trading plan that's built specifically for you, you want weekly one-on-one progress calls, you want every trade that you take reviewed by me, you want direct access to me to ask whatever questions you want, and you want free lifetime access to the Draco Room community, then I invite you to join the one-on-one mentorship. I've left a link in the description for you to apply for the mentorship. And these are just some of the results from the students. We can see Playboy Cardi over here made $517. Freddie made some money over here, took his entry over here, ended up exiting over here, same dip strategy. We have Nick who made $1,207, Abdullah who made $202, and these are just some of the other wins that students have made. So click the link in the description to go ahead and book a call. If the link still works, that means that enrollment is still open. But if you click the link and it doesn't work, it means that enrollment is closed. So definitely go ahead and check it out. Thank you guys for watching this video. I appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.